Ahoj, já jsem Nikolas. Vítám vás u pokračování hry Kingdom Come Deliverance. Jdeme se vrhnout do dalšího questu, který nás čeká v Sázavě. Tady v těch místech promluvíme si tady se starými známými.
Henry! I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive. You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat-Eye that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now I'm helping the bailiff in Rat-Eye.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits, owe the monastery a bundle, and there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
Well, you two and work never got along. But don't tell me that they're not in need of carpenters. They're reconstructing the monastery.
They don't want us there.
And there's nothing else around here.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
I'll find you something. You can rely on me.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt, don't you worry.
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sassau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work. Good luck then.
Matuš s Frickem by teda po nás chtěli pomoct hledáním nové práce, ale za hodně peněz a málo dřiny, takže se jdeme tady podívat do mlýna, který je tady kousek poblíž u kláštera a uvidíme, co nám tam řeknou.
Good health to you.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I don't need any carpenters. God be with you.
Tady o naše kamarády nemají zájem, takže zkusíme pátrat v dalších mlýnech. Byl jsem se podívat ve většině mlýnech, které tato hra nabízí, ale všude nás odmítli. Byl jsem se podívat dokonce i u toho větrného mlýna, tam taky to nebylo možné naše přátelé umístit. A teď jsme teda u ledečku a mám pocit, že tady už bychom měli uspět. Že jdeme si promluvit tady s Tomášem.
God be with you.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
Are they locals?
From Skalitz.
Then no. I only take in people I know. Take care now.
Tomáš nás sice odmítl, ale zkusíme si ještě promluvit s mlynářem Petrem, který by tady někde měl být.
My respects to you.
There wouldn't happen to be any work here for carpenters, would there?
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, 2 survivors of Scallops, are looking for work.
And why should I take that?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
They're good men, from Scallops. Basically your neighbours. You have to help them.
Save the sermon. It's hard work or nothing. No charity.
I'm from Scallops, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
In the Scouts' mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here. Take care now.
Nakonec se nám mlynáře Petra přece jenom podařilo přesvědčit, takže teď už to můžeme jít vyřídit Matušovi a Frickovi.
Good day.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. Couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only
What?
the reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage. See you later.
Bezva, tak našim přátelům jsme sehnali práci. Necháme je teď chvilku se zapracovat a za nějaký čas se za nima půjdeme podívat přímo do mlýna v ledečku, jak se jim tam daří. Dva dny uplynuly a teď se tedy můžeme zeptat našich přátel, jak se jim tady daří.
God be with you.
Are you happy here?
It's not worth a damn. If I had any choice, you wouldn't see my heels for dust.
What's happened? Did you 2 get yourselves into trouble?
A fine friend you are, assuming it's our own bloody fault.
Oh, come on. You know what you 2 are like. I had to ask.
Well, perhaps with that monk, but now the foreman's got it in for us. If he could, he'd skin us alive.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill, but not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Well, back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
See you later.
Tady už nám kráčí vstříc starek Tomáš, tak si tedy jdeme zeptat, jak to s těmi našimi přáteli má.
God be with you.
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
It's good they have someone to look out for them.
May the Lord watch over you.
Tomáš to tedy popsal úplně z jiného úhlu pohledu než Matuš. Jdeme si tedy ještě promluvit s Frickem.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Matthew told me your foreman's a fool, and you're not exactly filled with Christian love for him.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
Good luck then.
Nyní jsou tady dva způsoby, jak tento quest dokončit. Jeden způsob je domluvit si rvačku poblíž ledečku a vlastně ukončit to tady tím silovým způsobem, anebo to ukončit pomocí konverzace a to teď vlastně ukážu, jakým způsobem se to udělá, když si promluvíme tady se Starkem Tomášem.
About those two.
It's a wonder I still let them hang around.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. the mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. Good luck to you.
Why is it taking so long?
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have bought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help. Goodbye.
Tento quest má ještě takový krátký dodatek. Je to tady u hostince.
Here's your share.
My share of what? What the hell are you on about?
Well, that thing with Thomas, somehow his ring ended up with us.
Are you out of your tiny mind? If anyone finds out you robbed him, we'll all be fucked.
Take it easy. It wasn't theft exactly. We all know he stole that ring himself. So if it comes out, he'll be in the shit too. He'll keep his mouth shut.
Moc dlouho tam teda naši přátelé nevydrželi a ještě pak si vzali prsten, o kterém teda říkali, že on to taky někde ukradl, což samozřejmě my nemůžeme vědět, jak to s tím prstenem bylo. Každopádně, tahle už v této dějové linii by to mělo být všechno. Teď jsem ukázal jeden způsob, vlastně jak tato hra nabízí často dvě možnosti ukončení. Buď jeden silovej, anebo jeden, že to vyřešíte za pomocí konverzace. Pokud by se vzalo ten silovej, tak by se sešli 3 lidi od toho stárka Tomáše a 3 lidi od nás a tam by se to řešilo na takovém plácku u ledečka silově. A vlastně to ukončení by bylo hodně podobný, že pak by taky jako tahle frnkli a vzali si od něj ten prsten, a nebo jsme to teď vyřešili tímto způsobem pomocí řeči. Tak jo, tak to už je úplně všecko. Děkuji vám moc za shlédnutí, mějte se hezky a u nějakého dalšího videa na viděnou.